Going on, everybody? Ryan the Mighty Quinn here, the Cornerman _MMA. Great fight coming up this weekend, UFC Vegas 71. I did a full breakdown on what we're going to see in the main event versus Peter Yan and Merab, Merrick Delishvili, still messing up the poor guy's name. Check that out. Preliminary fight to watch is going to be actually, I'm going to be having this one live. I'm going to be doing the play-by-play right here on the Cornerman _MMA YouTube page with Raphael Assuncao and Davey Grant. Now, great fight to look for. I'm really looking forward to this one. I think it's going to steal the undercard. A lot of leather going to be thrown in this. I remember training with Raphael early on. I remember everything in the stand-up he threw was just heavy. Heavy kicks, heavy punches. Everything is just very heavy. Now with Davey, I mean, you could see in his last fight against Louis Smolka early in his career, he has like really good get in there and do it boxing. That's the best way I could put it. I love the way that he goes up and down the ladder, body head with those punches. Really great. He doesn't have a true angle on a lot of punches when he's throwing his exchanges. Very tough to do. I was never able to color outside the lines like that, so I admire that a lot. He's also able to throw kicks in there that are tough to gauge, so it's really going to be fun seeing those two exchange. So let's break down where we go. I guess we'll just start right there with who's going to win the stand-up. I think that the stand-up game goes to Davey, not only because of what I just said with the way he's able to mix it up with the boxing, the kickboxing, up and down the body, but also he is really good with his range, keeping his range, and the length. I think that's going to play a big thing here as well. Wrestling, I kind of give it a wash. I know that Raphael, he wrestles by fault because he's trying to get to the ground. Great jiu-jitsu, black belt in jiu-jitsu. Davey, I've not seen a whole lot of his wrestling, so I really don't want to go one way or the other. So I'm just calling it a wash based on what I haven't seen. The ground, I'm going to go to Raphael. I know he's short and stout on the ground. Those guys are tough to move once they're there. They can create space with their hips, and I know that he's experienced with his jiu-jitsu game. So how does the fight play out? Let's start with Davey Grant. So if I'm him, keep moving the way he did against Louis Smolka, like I said. Keep moving. He's good. Don't even be afraid. Force those front kicks the way I would, just a little bit more. Force those front kicks. Get on his heels. Give him something to think about. On top of that, when Raphael's trying to throw those big counter punch with him and in the exchange, I just want to end exchanges. And I think the thing is there, like, where Raphael throws like 1-2, I think that Davey throws like 5, 6, 7, which is very tough to keep up with. And the fact that he's going to the body, really something to go on. Also, something to look at is if you watch Raphael, he gets very heavy on that front leg in his stand-up a lot of the time. And I think that's just a nice front kick right there for Grant, which is something he showed very well in his last fight too. So it's just easy. Just keep it kickboxing and just take what comes with you, with the exception of that front kick right down the middle. Now, if I'm Assuncao, I want to get this fight to the ground. How am I going to do that? For reasons that I just said, very difficult to do his traditional, he kind of gets flat-footed and heavy sometimes, not just on the front leg, but just in general, just flat-footed. If I'm going to play that game, I need to establish the center. I need to show the judges that I want to control the dance. I'm going to try to get in there and keep that head moving. That's something he doesn't do a lot. I know he likes to throw that overhand right, but I would activate that jab. If even nothing behind it, just try to get the opponent to cover up. It shells me up as I'm trying to gain entry. Pop to the body, as I said so many times, stab jab to the body with an overhand right, but something to get in on a single leg or double. I know that Grant switches up southpaw a lot. Maybe you can catch him in the middle of it and try to grab a double leg or catch one of those low kicks or mid kicks, something. But I would definitely 1-2 and keep my head moving because, like I said, if Davey's going to try and finish exchanges, then Raphael is going to need to slip under those punches to take him down and control on the ground. Now, game plan or MMA coaching adjustments if these two miss up on this. If I'm Grant, if I'm losing this fight, it's because I'm getting hit with power for whatever reason, and I'm losing the exchange, which I don't see happening, or I'm getting taken down. So what does that mean? If I'm him, I'm just going to go to the jab game and just try to really just time head kicks. Jab, pop, pop. Keep it up the middle. Those are hard to defend you up. If you keep it up the middle and you're punching in here, especially on a shorter opponent, it's going to extend him a little bit. So keep it up the middle and set up a head kick. Bop, bop, set up a head kick. Got to knock him out. We're only adjusting because we're losing a fight, right? Or if he lost the first round and they see something troublish, throw that lead head kick, which we've been seeing a lot of lately, to get the shorter opponent to cover up, to extend him and open up his body for those ripping leather that he's so good at throwing that we've seen. Now, if I am Raphael and I'm losing this fight, it's probably because I'm getting tagged up on my feet. How do we avoid getting tagged up on our feet if we're Raphael? Very difficult to do, but like I said, um, keep that head moving. You're going to have to add those feints. And I mean, I don't know if he's going to be able to fix getting so heavy on his front leg at this point in his career, but he's going to have to punch with him and do like that stiff arm punch to the chest and try to pick his leg and just rush him against the fence. You got to get Davey against the fence if you can't take him down on the outside. That's what you got to do. It's going to have to be ugly. You're already losing the fight. You're gonna have to take some punches to get in and clinch, or get in those stiff punches to get him against the fence and win there. Whether chew up some clock or get him to the ground to a front headlock, something that gets you a nice guillotine. Those are the adjustments that I see there. Anyway, like I said, guys, Davey Grant, Raphael Assuncao, going to be watching it live on the Cornerman MMA on the Cornerman _MMA YouTube channel. Please join me. Looking forward to your comments, your takes, and your discussion. See ya. Bye.